Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of United Talks podcast. Today, I would like to bring to you the press conference for the match preview for the game at Craven Cottage for Fulham FC, Manchester United's Premier League next Premier League game. So, right after the game against Rangers, Ruben Amorim had his pre-match press conference for the game against Fulham. So, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss anything with regards to Manchester United. So once again, welcome to United Talks podcast, and we're going to be breaking down Ruben Amorim's press conference. So first off, I'd like to also thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, for also commenting, also for watching all our videos, and for helping us grow the channel. So I just had to take that time off to do it. But yeah, we're breaking down the press conference ahead of Manchester United's Premier League clash with Fulham at Craven Cottage. After the dramatic late win last night against Rangers in the Europa League, Amorim shared his thoughts on the team spirit, player availability, and some key talking points about the squad. So let's break it down. With regards to team spirit, he said team spirit is key, but time is a challenge. So Amorim emphasized on the importance of building a strong team spirit, something he's clearly passionate about. However, he admitted that the busy schedule is making it hard to create a sense of togetherness. He wants his players to know him beyond just preparing for matches and being under pressure, but also the Premier League doesn't exactly give managers a lot of breathing room, does it? And that might even take a longer time, and that is what the project is all about, a long-term project for Ruben Amorim. With regards to Casemiro's lack of minutes. The press asked him questions about Casemiro's lack of minutes, and one of the eyebrow raising points was Amorim addressing Casemiro's reduced role. He made it clear it's all about the tactical fit. Amorim is trying to implement a different style, and sometimes this means tough decisions, even for players of Casemiro's caliber. It raises a big question. Does Casemiro fit Amorim's vision? You tell me in the comment section. Or are we seeing a shift in midfield priorities? So, yeah, and we could see it evident in the previous games that Casemiro has played, where balls into like ball control and balls in the midfield seem to be rushed, and we seem to be seeing the similar pattern. I know they're trying to quicken the play and all that. We seem to be seeing a similar pattern with Malolgati, but if you notice, and if you have not seen my video about the player profile for Toby Collier, please go watch, like, share, subscribe, and comment and tell me what you thought about it. But if you see with someone like Toby Collier, there's a bit of control. If you watch one of the games where Casemiro was rushing, they had to take off, I think, Ericsson at some point, and then they brought in Kobe Mino, and there was a bit of a control in the game, like hold the ball, pass, move, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, the question is, does Casemiro fit Amorim's vision, and or are we seeing a shift in midfield priorities? What are your thoughts? Let me know. And then, with regards to injury with Euro, Delict, and Shaw, Amorim gave a cautious update on injuries. Lenioro is dealing with fatigue and might need careful management. That's what he said. Matthias Delict picked up a bruise, but it doesn't sound too serious. And as for Luke Shaw, Amorim says it will be at least 2 weeks before he starts training with the team again. So patience is key, and especially when the squad depth is really getting tested, right? Is really being tested. So yeah, that is what Amorim had to say about that for Euro, Delict, and Shaw. Obviously, Johnny Evans, Mason Mount, and Lindelof just got back, so Johnny Evans and Mason Mount are still pretty much out. Then for Bruno Fernandes, basically the captain and the fighter, this is basically what Amorim was all about. And he said he had high praise for Bruno Fernandes, like calling him a top player and highlighting his passion. He was even he even addressed Bruno Fernandes sometimes, prioritizing body language, saying it's part of who he is, right? He says with regards to Bruno Fernandes and his body language, or his polarizing body language, saying it's part of who he is. what stands out is how Bruno constantly demands the ball under pressure and leads by example, and that is what Ruben Amorim said. For United fans, it is reassuring to know that their captain has Amorim's full backing. Because I saw a post recently about someone who said, "Oh, we never know what is in the head coach's mind. If he doesn't want a player, he has to ship the player out. But we're not going to be able to guess. Oh, if he doesn't want Bruno Fernandes, he might have to let Bruno Fernandes go. But we can all see that in all the games, Bruno seems to feature. And when Bruno is in the game, we seem to always have a chance of winning the game, unless we're having a really, really bad day. So that is what Amorim had to say about that. And then with regards to Rashford's future, still unclear. Ruben actually said that especially when he was asked about Marcus Rashford's future, Amorim said that there was like Amorim wasn't committing anything, wasn't really saying, so he was kind of like non-committal and all of that. So he simply said, "Oh, I don't know." I mean, he and deferred to any discussions until after the transfer window closes. I mean, he said it's not, and basically with that kind of answer, I would see if I can try to get the quote. But with that kind of answer, it's not. So basically, he deferred discussions right until after transfer window closes. That's pretty much what he did, and it's not the most reassuring answers, but it's only a matter of days. He said, and I quote, "It's just 8 days left, and then we will have clarity soon enough." I mean, let's hope that this doesn't become a distraction. Obviously, it is not, and Amorim is not letting it become a distraction for him with regards to the squad. And then with regards to Alte Bander versus Onana, the goalkeeping dilemma. Um, Ruben Amorim was asked questions about Altebander, and in the press kind of framed the question in such a way that, oh, now that Alte has gotten some time on the field, does it mean that he's usurping Andre Onana from the starting lineup? And then Amorim also addressed, his decision to start Bander on over Andre Onana, and he insisted that it was a planned rotation, not a punishment for Onana's recent errors. As some press or some of these news carriers talked about when it comes to saying that, oh, now that he started right there, it's more like a punishment for Onana's failures and all that. But no, Ruben Amorim says it's not a punishment for Onana's errors. Still, Arteta's solid performance are giving Amorim a headache. I mean, which is good. It's a good headache. While Onana is still likely the first choice. Competition between the two can only be healthy for the squad. I mean, now Andre Onana will be under pressure to perform better. If not, it's going to be usurped. And now I'm beginning to believe what an Arsenal fan once told me. He said, "Oh, when he got to Arsenal, we decided to rent a goalie, and now it looks like that same goalie is going to take Andre Onana's place." And I was like, "No, he's not going to take Andre Onana's place because there's something Andre Onana gives the team, even though he doesn't make he started to make a lot of errors now, but there's something Andre Onana gives the team that is better than what Alte can give when it comes to playing out from the back. But Alte showed some character playing out from the back with basically in the game against Rangers. So then, with Fulham's expectation, Amorim didn't say much about Fulham directly, but he hinted at the need for tactical discipline and managing players' fitness. Fulham will be a tough team to break down, especially at home. So United must bring their A game to return to winning ways in the league. So basically, from the last press conference, I remember Amorim clearly stating that the team is scared to play at home. But we seem to also have a good away record, which I will bring up in the stats when we're talking about the game against Fulham with a pre-match preview. But then that's a wrap about the press conference. I just try to give you like a crunch of everything that was said so you can basically get an idea of what the manager is saying ahead of the Fulham clash. What do you think about his comments on team spirit? What do you think about his comment on Casemiro's role? Do you think Casemiro should be sold? Do you think Casemiro still has a role to play in this team? What do you think about the goalkeeping situation? These are the basic points that Amorim was focused on. Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on all things Manchester United. Let's keep the conversation going. Follow us on all social media at United Talks Pod for more updates, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.